What is a project? I see many classrooms full of beautiful posters with worksheets on them, and teachers say, "Oh, isn't that a nice project?" And I said, "Well, actually, that's not a project. There are certain criteria that constitute a project, and most importantly, I think that it's very much a student-generated activity. The students make a lot of choices. They choose what they want to produce and how they're going to produce it and who does what. And the important thing is we're talking about producing something, that a project has an end product. So perhaps a project might be a video, it might be a piece of drama, it could even be a song, or it could be a newspaper article that's created by the students. But there is a final product, and this is very, very important. I think also one of the most important things about a project is that it's 99% of the time it's a collaborative thing, and the collaboration to me is vital. When we see students working together, they are not just developing language skills, they're also developing vital life skills. And communication and collaboration, I think, are the two life skills that really get practiced in creating a project, because there's a lot of negotiation and there's a lot of having to give way and to listen to other people's ideas. So I think that's really where projects are different to just simple tasks. And I mustn't forget also that projects usually require some kind of research. You've got to find out things, you've got to find information, you might interview friends, you might interview family, so you're pulling together ideas. So doing the research as well is a very important life skill and very important kind of skill for thinking about how you're going to learn in the future. So it really impacts learning to learn. Projects are challenging in the classroom. They can lead to, let me just be honest, chaos and disagreement, even arguments amongst students. And also the end result can be not particularly good and not particularly something students are proud of. And I do think it's important that students look at the end product and go, gosh, we did that. Wasn't that good? Wasn't it worthwhile? So I think two main things to think about when you're setting up projects with learners is time management, of actually getting the students to plan what they're going to do and when. So if they have, say, 2 weeks to produce something, they actually have a schedule and they think about how we're going to do it. Are we going to check we're on time? So at the end, they're not just rushing to produce something very quickly and very badly. And also, I think it's very important before starting a project that everybody's roles are very clearly explained, and also to see that each role has its own value. So if you're doing some research as opposed to delivering maybe a presentation, that research is seen as valuable too. I think sometimes students think that if they're not seen to be doing something, it doesn't have as much value. So I think it's really important to discuss all these things first and actually lay down a few ground rules beforehand. I think the benefits of projects are huge. I think it's very rare in the classroom really to have opportunities where students can be creative with language. And when we're thinking of Bloom's taxonomy, very often what we do in the classroom is at the bottom of that triangle. What we see is students just doing language practice, showing they've understood the grammar, etc., and practicing skills. But in a project, they can really use so many of those language skills and do something that's fun and different. As I say, creativity and imagination are really at the forefront in projects. And also the great benefit of projects is that different students can show their different skills. So if you are doing a project and the students decide, okay, we want to create a song, they would be doing that because they are particularly musical, they like music, they perhaps play a musical instrument. So you're giving students the opportunity to really show different skills at the same time as using their language. And I really hope teachers do try this out, and I really hope that they think about just carefully setting them up. If things go wrong, work out why they went wrong and try and deal with that then, and then the next time preempt those problems, because students really do get a lot out of projects. So good luck.